Stevie Wonders
Mhm.
and Quincy Joneses and things of that nature. So that's pretty much what I've been accustomed to my entire life. My family, Magic 95.9. You said Saturday night,
We all
yeah.
Saturday night
So
flashback dance party.
so like that's pretty much been a part of my family. You know, cookouts, crabs, beer. You know the whole lingo. So
Definitely. Well, definitely. Well, let's see. What what do you have planned within like the next like? Uh, we won't give a whole 5, but within the next 3, what should we be looking for?
good music.
Okay.
To be completely honest with you, I don't I don't want to say I have a set plan or a set goal because people come into your life for a reason and things tend to happen. You could always say what you're going to do the next day or the next week, and somebody could come along and want to network with you that might be 2 times better at your craft than you are, or might have something to actually add to your craft. So, in a lot of cases, I just want to kind of keep my options open. I want to be able to keep my options open for that artist who might say like, you know what, he's saying something or he's doing something. So let me see if I can either become a part of what he's doing or I can kind of merge in his lane because I have a brand that I'm actually starting myself, which is Charm and Aura.
Okay.
And Charm and Aura was initially just a clothing brand, but I realized that within the past couple of years, and even though a lot of people kind of seen it, there's a lack of music in Baltimore City. Well, there's a lack of outlets in Baltimore City. I won't say there's a lack of music because there's a gang of talent out here, but there's a lack of outlets. So I kind of want Charm and Aura to be that brand, whereas though eventually, well, I'll say in the next 5 to 10 years, where I could possibly have what a Janelle Monáe has, where she's kind of, and I love the lane that she's going in, where she kind of has an outlet for artists to become greater artists and to learn from other artists and to learn you know. So
So in the meantime, you should be expecting to see that supermodel and charming aura within the next 4 to 5 years.
That's a good plugin. That's a good plugin.
So it's definitely very interesting to see how you've progressed. Now, what do you feel like that you've done? You know, back in your past that has helped you get here to be able to attain what you see in your future.
I listened and learned. Like even though you can always learn from other artists, I mean, you know, artists that came into the game. Truthfully enough, I just went back and read a lot. I studied a lot between. I listened to a lot of Curtis Mayfield, and I'm a big Stevie Wonder fan as well. So like those artists, like you kind of like, even though you hear these songs and you jam to these songs and Marvin Gaye and things of that nature, like if you actually sit back and you listen to the words, and I watch a lot of interviews and things via YouTube and whatever else, Hulu and whatever else. A lot of times, if you sit back and you listen to these artists and what they're really saying and what they're really trying to get across, like these were strong, talented men, and in a lot of cases they were misunderstood. I mean, of course, they made the sexual records, they made the records for the fans, they made the party house records and what have you. But a lot of times, like outside of the music, they like where they were headed was like past their time, and
you feel like you picked up a lot from their inspiration.
Yeah,
it seems like.
Yeah.
Just the auras that they've left.
Right. Yeah.
That's another. That's a great comparison. You know, just to be able to say that that the auras that were left behind. You know, not necessarily left behind, but that lingered. It's kind of. I'm feeling that that's the image that you want to give.
Right.
You want to have your aura and your personality and everything that you put into your music last like the Curtis Mayfields and
timeless
music.
Absolutely.
Music.
And I say because like I say to everybody, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. I mean, even though you do want to have those tracks out there and you do want to stay consistent, but I mean, look at Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill has put out an album in God knows how long.
But as soon as she does it.
But as soon as she drops the show, right. My point exactly. As soon as she drops, she could drop a show tomorrow.
And that show will be
and his tickets gonna be sold out.
But
Like that. That's what I'm saying. It's timeless music. Timeless music. So